I was grieving for my mum at the same time as what I was trying to celebrate the birth of my own child.
I was in a place where I was just feeling completely overwhelmed by the idea that I couldn't cope.
I grew up in and out of children's homes.
I have paranoid schizophrenia, so
I don't want to be seen on camera because I don't want my ex-partner to find me. I truly think that one day he will find me and probably kill me. He's carved words into my back, burnt me with cigarettes.
My dad was really violent and he used to drink all the time, and when I was younger he'd hit my mum and me.
He has threatened to take the children away.
I don't ever remember going and sitting in the living room because I knew he'd be in there.
Because I was so obsessed with keeping them near me and safe, I was actually stopping them living normal lives.
I went through a really long stage of self-harming. It ended up with me almost getting kicked out of the college before GCSEs.
Even if you're in a safe house like Rosie is with her family, she still had to kind of like live behind closed curtains.
Okay, yeah, that's fine, thank
The
you.
family was very fractured, and especially the older girls would be up in their rooms.
As soon as Wayne came along, the family spent more time together.
Because Ethan's got autism, because Wayne has so much faith in him, Ethan's picked it up. He's just changed the way Ethan thinks about himself. Ethan couldn't ride a bike until last year, and within 2 days of having a bike, Wayne had taught him to do it. Having Wayne here, it's stopped us being victims, and it's given the kids so much positivity, and they're all doing so well.
I actually feel like I can go to uni and do all this stuff that no one thought I could do.
If Wayne hadn't been here, then social services would have been here.
Shirley-Ann was going through a grieving process after just losing her mum. When my son was born, he was 2 weeks, I received a letter. Threat of eviction, being made homeless basically. I had 2 weeks to remove all my stuff, myself and my son, from the property. Homestart took over for Shirley-Ann and fought on her behalf to keep this house for her. They gave me the encouragement to actually start getting up and going out instead of isolating myself into the house and keeping Kieran away from basically the rest of the world.
I've just felt rejected by the baby's dad, and I guess I felt ashamed of myself, and still do really feel a bit ashamed of my situation. There's nothing wrong with being a single mum, but you get this stigma. Linda, my volunteer, is helping me to take little steps towards being the kind of mum that I want to be and being the right role model for my son.
I would be very shy with strangers, so I would be. Shy away because that's part of my illness, Paranoid schizophrenia.
Orange in the house 24 hours a day, 7 days a week he doesn't get out.
I don't only support him, I also give like a respite to his wife.
When George comes, it's the best day in the week. Okay, Daddy.
My name's Michelle, I live in Tameside. I've got 3 children who I look after on my own. When I first met Homestart, my life was chaotic all the time long.
She didn't have much of a routine, she was getting up late as well for school a lot.
I was not used to having a family in my life, so I didn't know how to be proper, the family role model.
I was fortunate enough to have the help and support by my family, and not everybody has that opportunity.
I wouldn't take my kids like swimming or something, before, because of confidence.
We have been swimming because she wouldn't have been able to do it on her own.
I went with Liz and the kids and they loved it.
And it was the first time they'd ever been.
My kids love it if it's, maybe they might have been put on the at-risk register if I didn't get that support.
Home Start, that's all she has.
It's going in, obviously building the trust and helping them be the best parents they can be for those children.
Marcus is a really nice guy. He's about 23 and he's a single dad. What he really needs is conversation and support, really. He's isolated. You know, he could spend 4, 5, 6 days completely on his own with his daughter if he's unlucky. Like, he also has sort of problems with drugs and alcohol in the past, which he's working really, really hard to overcome. And everyone's really pleased with him. And I know that his daughter's now being downgraded from sort of at risk to team around the child.
Without Home Start, I don't think I'd have my kids with me.
For some families, Home Start can be the last hope.
I don't know where I'd have been if it hadn't been for Home Start.
It's really nice to know that like just one person can bring like a whole family back together.
If we get in there at the right time and access the right help for that family, we can keep families together.